Good evening, everyone. Welcome. It is Tuesday night, and it is the NLG show. And look at these beautiful people. Well, except for Nate, who's not going to be here for about a half hour. But look at all these other beautiful people. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to our 300th episode of the NLG show. I can't believe we're here. Oh, man. Good night, everyone. We'll see you later.
See you in on the next 300.
See you in the next 300. So, look at what we got here. We have assembled tonight some of our favorite folks, some of our former panel members and co-hosts, and of course our awesome graphic designer, brother Graphic God, who I'm pointing to. I really am. He's all the way up in that other corner. But look who we found. He was just kind of, roaming around the NLG office going, "Hey guys, I'm still here." Matt Jones is here with us tonight. Brother Matt, how you doing, man?
Hey, Matt.
This is how we celebrate. This is how we celebrate Matt.
What's going on, Myke? What's going on, guys? Everyone, I'm so glad to be here, especially on the 300th episode. I can't believe 300 episodes.
Yes.
Congratulations, guys.
Well,
This
show is older than my kids.
well, and you're here because you were a part of that, man, and we'll talk about that in a bit. But you were absolutely a part of NLG for a while, and it was great, great having you. And we get to reminisce a little bit tonight, and then of course,
yeah,
the
sorry,
crazy one himself.
Disappoint you, Cooper. I don't have my 2-liter, buddy.
That's what I said before the show, but that's okay. And then our brother Juan Gallardo, he has come up with us tonight. We had to have Juan on for 300. I mean, come on. There's no way. What's going on, man?
Happy to be here. Congratulations on the big 300.
Thank you. You absolutely also have been a big part of that, and what we've been able to put together, and some of the great retro stuff. And look, you still to this day hold the record for the most watched NLG video on this channel.
I bet I know what it is.
I think I'm pretty sure you do.
It's got to be the Kerbal.
It is the Kerbal.
That was such a great. I mean, it is such a great game. But yeah, it was really fun putting that together, and it actually is one of my favorite gaming achievements of recent years to do the whole moon mission, from scratch, like learning how to make a rocket all the way to, successfully bringing a capsule back and landing it on the planet safely again from the moon. It was such a great thing, and I wouldn't have had an opportunity really to do that, and do it learning in front of people and everything without, being on the show. So I appreciate that.
Well, we appreciate it, and I we'll go through some of that stuff too, because you did a lot of great content here. That what I'm hoping is people go back and see and check out. I mean, that thing still gets hits. So there's a lot of that there. And then Peter, Chris, my boys, what's going on?
Yeah,
we made it.
I
made it. We're still here.
200th anniversary.
Oh, I remember the 200th like it was yesterday.
Seemed like it.
Yeah.
Am I pretty quick?
It has gone by pretty quick. So.
He remembers He remembers the 200th like he remembers his ex-wife.
I kind of feels like an ex-wife.
I think.
It was.
It was exciting, dude. It's great to have our alumni here and friends in chat.
Friends in chat. Hello, friends in chat. I already saw Coop.
Yes.
That's my guy right there.
Mr. Coop.
Oh, man,
Coop.
so good to see Coop.
Coop is in
Much
the chat.
love, bro. Much love, bro.
And he thinks I was late because my Mustang didn't start. The other way around, sir. I had to stop and give a Camaro a jump.
Oh, wow. So, and of course, I will say this over and over and over again because it's the truth. The man who is a big, big, big reason that I am, that I went from about to shut this thing down in its early years to getting the pillars, the tripod pillars built so that we could be here today. He is responsible for pretty much just about everything you see on the screen right now, including my gamer pick and all this lovely stuff. Brother Jay, the graphic god himself, the master of the retro renegades, the man who also helped found the Gamers United Guild along with us, one of the founding members. Brother Jay, it would not be our worthy 300th episode without you stopping by.
Listen, man, I just appreciate having any opportunity to be on the show because you guys run so late. I'm usually
I know.
As soon as retro's done, I'm like in bed. So, but I made an exception for you guys because it's your 300, and for you, Myke, I'd do anything. So, I'm happy to be here, and thanks for the invite. Seriously.
Well, it means the world, and everything, Jay, that you've done for us has meant the absolute world. I mean, it just I never get to thank you enough. I never will. So
I don't need thanks. I just, what I need? I need people like you guys to stay in my life, and that's how I do it. Like it's a give and take in all friendships and relationships. It's a give and take. You guys, throw me a bone, I throw you a bone, and we help each other. And that's what the Gamers United Guild's all about, is helping each other. And that's why we formed it.
Yeah, definitely, buddy. I might need a new gamer pick soon. Wink, wink.
There you go. So that's way to mark it on our show for it there, Matt.
No, Matt's a great customer. Matt has come to me 2 other times, maybe 3. Was it twice or 3 times, Matt?
Maybe 3 times.
Yeah, it might be 3 times. And the first time we did it, they were always based on, I believe they were always based on you. Then we always changed them up a little bit.
Yeah.
But they're fun projects.
Oh, most definitely.
That's right. Look at that face. How could you not have fun developing an image of that face?
Thanks, buddy.
Say if I were you, I'm not sure how to take that.
That was not an insult. That guy's got like an epic. He's got epic proportions. That guy is perfect. He's perfect for any gamer pick because he is unique, and that's the best kind.
I mean, you know who he looks like, right? We've always told him.
What? Who?
He's
No,
he is the doppelganger of Ron Perlman.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I never thought of it, but yeah, I see it now.
Yeah, if Ron Perlman.
No,
if
you
Ron
cannot
Perlman
unsee it.
had.
Yeah, you will never unsee it.
Yeah, I mean, Ron Perlman's probably got 20 years on you, but.
Well,
definitely.
yes. So, and Ron's a dick and you're not, but that's a whole other thing.
Appreciate your comment, Cooper. Appreciate it, buddy.
That's a lot of sexy there. There you go. So everybody in the chat, man, the chat got crazy quick. The Salberfalls, brother Master System Marceau's in the house, brother Doggy's in the house, brother Timmy. I couldn't even scroll back far enough. That's SuPRCooP. Brother Coop is here. We might have to, if Nate doesn't show up, Coop, you might have to take his spot. Actually, I know Jay's got to leave in like a half hour. So when Jay rolls out, Coop, you got to get in here.
See how fast they replaced me? Wow.
Yeah.
Go to bed, sir. Go to bed.
That's right. Brother Luke is here. Brother Back from the Dead is here. He's I can't believe he got Skype to work again. I got this to work 2 weeks in a row. I am a winner. A winner is me.
Yeah, I'm back as a member for 19 years, and he says, "Congrats on 300 episodes. Must make you feel old."
Oh my goodness, Brother Infinite is here.
Oh
Brother
yeah,
Big Block,
Infinite.
Brother
Did you guys know that
Jeff.
Infinite slept through Retro Renegades?
Yes,
That's why he
I
wasn't
did. I
on?
heard
believe
that
it.
at the end. I saw that at the end.
Loser.
Don't we all?
Ooh.
Well, now he should be awake. He could come on here.
Yeah.
Brother
Exactly.
Mav is
exactly.
in the house.
Call him
Brother
Mav.
Mav, what's up, Brother Mav is here. So thank you guys all in the chat. So, man. So,
There's a
It's
quick
been a
shout
while
out to Doggy Dog, member for 15 years. He said 300 episodes. Congrats, my brothers. And then we also have
Nice.
Infinite. He's a member for 23 months. That's almost 300 episodes right there. Congrats
That
on the
is.
milestone.
well, apparently so is 15 years. I think you meant 15
Wow.
months.
Whoa.
You said a member for 15 years. I don't think that.
Oh, Doggy Dog, 15
been-
months.
yes. We haven't even been up for 15 years. We've been up for 8.
That's about right.
Yeah, we've been up. So let me bring this up while we're talking. It is kind of wild. Let's see. Just to bring up the
Yeah,
channel
Coop, that's
here.
some Peter years. Time flies.
That's right. What is that? What is that in cat years? Oh, hang on. Let me get the right window here. No, that is the right window. But I need to do this. There we go. So, this channel started April 23rd, 2015. See if I can make that any bigger. I've got so many people on the screen, it's hard to make this any bigger than that. Yeah, 2015 is when we got underway. And
Wow.
I remember that basically what happened was the next gen consoles had come out. I'd seen a couple E3s. So I've been through like the 2013 launch, the 2014 E3, and I'm like, I miss this. I used to cover it. He used to be on. Oh, Brother Lance Jennings is here. I can't believe I missed Lance.
I see you,
we
Nate.
were. Michael Garvey and Nate and Crispy Bomb.
Crispy.
All right, we're waiting on Nate. Nate, let me know. Just hit me up when you're in and ready. I had gotten with a couple of old NLG website guys that I brought in when we built the website, and I said, Sean Foster and Chris Wilson, and I said, hey guys, I don't want to set the site back up, but these people are out here doing YouTube videos and whatnot. We could do that, right? We could just do like a radio show. And they were like, yeah, let's do that. And so, I'm trying to get the playlist up. I'm trying to find the playlist because that's the easiest way to get through these. See, look, there's some, it's hard to see, but there's all kinds of Crazy Juan retro plays. Tried to get, so I did talk to Madzu, by the way. He sends his regards. He unfortunately couldn't make it tonight, but he is going to join us one night.
Good dude.
So I am looking forward to that. Jason was a great guy. Really enjoyed his humor and his takes, and it was,
thought he was kind of the glue guy. He was like
he was.
the leveling out aspect.
He was, because we were a little nuts, and he was the guy who kept us straight.
You mean he kept these nuts straight?
These nuts, yeah.
And that's exactly why he was here.
So
All
he
right,
would
so
have fit
let's-
in perfectly at Retro Renegades, you're saying?
Oh God, yeah. So back, let's see if I can do this. For some reason, the machine's running a little slow here.
Trick who?
There we go.
I haven't
Come
seen
on.
that guy in a while. He just pops up once more.
Who?
Exactly.
Yes, mods do live.
DragonHeartYOBY, member for 90 months.
Yobi.
He gives the
Aw.
thumbs up.
Only 19 months.
I give that a
We got
thumbs
people who've been here
down.
for 19 years.
19
Oh,
years.
God.
Thank you, Yobi.
Thank you, brother Yobi. So yeah, it's wild when you have to scroll all the way back. And so we got together, just three of us, and we're like, well, how are we going to do this? I had no idea what the hell I was doing. So here it is, the first ever NLG show. Let me get back to the. I'm gonna do this in a different window because this. Let's do that and open a new link tab. And so we're like, well, I have no idea what I'm doing. And I had no idea you could do this live. I didn't know anything about Google Hangouts or anything like that. So I said, well, I found this Skype recording. We were using Skype for other things. I was using Skype at work. And I'm like, well, I could record us just talking. And they're like, okay. And so 7 years ago is what this says. We got together right before E3 2015 and just talked for 2 hours about E3, about us, about, we reminisced about the website and all that stuff and put it out there and got, 100 people to listen to it. And we're like, well, shit, let's do it again. So we did one more. And then at that point, Chris and Sean were kind of unable to do a weekly show. I really wanted to do it weekly. They were like, let's do it once a month. I'm like, I really want to do it once a week. So I had to go and find a couple more people because they couldn't make the commitment. But at this point, I was starting to try to put together, like a weekly show. So we were still doing pre-recorded, uploaded shows. And that's how we got started. And we went that way for a while. I had picked up a couple more co-hosts, and I've had some rotating people at that time. And then that's when, about here, at about, what date was this? About our 30th episode is about the time I met you, Jay. And
30th episode?
I think so. You had been listening, but we had never really talked.
Right.
So,
Turkey.
yeah.
I was stalking.
Oh, let me,
Those guys are cool.
yeah. So, you had come into the scene, and we had been talking, and you, let me see if I can do it this way. You had decided that we needed to look better. So you
I took it upon
He's
myself.
saying you look.
You did. So you created for us the logo, which is what you see today. It was a Next Level Gaming podcast logo. Let me see if I could do this again without it actually starting. It's the auto start that always gets you. I don't know why my machine is so slow. This is ridiculous.
Well, you got a lot of people on the screen too.
Yeah, but that typically doesn't do it.
Yeah.
So damn it. All right. So anyway, so we had this great new logo. I was feeling really good. Because we like I said, had gone through this rotation of people not feeling it. And then we met you. And you also showed us the beauty of, by the way, have you ever tried Hangouts? And I'm like, no. So we signed up for Google Hangouts and started doing a live show. And that was back when I was just throwing my consoles on the table back there just to look like, right?
Like you play games.
And yeah, this was also back when I was a football fan. So you could see the Ravens gold and purple and the Baltimore stuff in the background. So, you know, UJ got us to where we were. To where
No,
we
please. It's not. It wasn't me. If anything, I just kind of motivated you to push yourself more, maybe. You guys got to where you're at because of you. I just gave you a little push, maybe. And it was a selfish push because I looked at what you guys had going and I was like, you know what? It's not quite up to snuff. It's not quite what I would do. So I just sent it as, I probably sent you something as kind of like a, hey, if you like it, use it. If not, trash it. And luckily for me and luckily for the show, you guys kept going with it. So,
well,
you know,
it was the right move.
Like you can't, please don't add me to your success. Your success is because you guys are amazing. I just might have just kind of showed you guys got to a crossroads and you were like, which way do we go? And I said, well, let's try right.
But we will blame you for our failures, though.
Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
I'll never forget of a time that I decided I wanted to get into gaming podcasts, and I happened to see that Myke had a podcast of his own. So I DM'd him. I was like, man, it sure would be awesome to be on your podcast. And he's like, you want to be on my podcast? And I said, yeah, sure. And
sure
like,
enough,
we're gonna make that.
I'm looking for the first one. So that around the 46th, 47th episode is when you came along. So you can see here, there you are, the second guy over. This was the night we interviewed Christian Allen, who at the time most people knew him as the creator of Ghost Recon, the Ubisoft Ghost Recon. He was the designer for that. He had created a company called Sorellian to try to build a game. It unfortunately didn't make it, so now he works at Epic.
Oh, right. Yeah, I remember Sorellian.
Which game was that to be?
Cool.
Yep. What the hell was the name of that game? Hold on, it might be in. I'm wondering if it's in the. Might be in the.
Oh, hey, Fastback. Thanks for mentioning my name.
It's not. Let's
Working
see.
on it.
46, maybe it was 45. Let's see where. I'm trying to find your first episode. Hold on.
Dreadpool, what's up, man?
Dread.
Dread.
The Dread.
I wish I understood it all. Maybe it's a bandwidth issue. All right, well, it wasn't there. So I'm going to say it's around episode 45. So we got you in, and you hung with us for a while. And we got, at that point, we had a couple of great interviews. We had Christian Allen. We had Dan Goldstein from Hyper Awesome. There was a game called Dungeon Punks, which also, you know, our old brother Western Drake did a really great review on that, and the developer liked it so much that he said, hey, what do you want to know about it? And Drake said, well, why don't you come on and talk to us? And he got us on with him, and that was a great interview. And then a little later on, we had Matt Small from Vector Unit. And now I'm trying to remember. So now I got to figure out when Peter came aboard, because Peter's been here he is now on his 6th year
Dang.
as part of the channel, part of the show. He does, you know, you just saw him do some God of War streaming. Were you? Yeah. So it was about here. It was about here because
6 years.
6
That's
years
enough
ago.
for a pension, sir.
Yeah. So we got Peter, Drake, Madzu, and we were interviewing Matt Small from Vector Unit. That was a great interview.
Because Matsu and I and I think maybe Drake too. We were like the stream team at first, so we do.
You were so
streaming, and
over
then you
Twitch.
say like, "Hey, why don't you come on the show?" It's like, okay, let's try.
Stop playing games. Let's talk about them.
Exactly.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Chris. So yeah, 6
and
years
here we
ago.
are.
So I guess you're working on your 7th year. My
Yeah.
goodness. Dinero's in the house. Morphine Television, what is up? Welcome to our
Green
channel.
Meadow.
Welcome to our show. Welcome to our chat. And Dinero, another great guy, and you know, you see it all the time. Our NLG, our lapel pin kind of thing. Our you know, you see him at the end of our closing video. Those are his graphics. So we thank you as well, Dinero. You know, thank you for that. So yeah, so starting 6 years ago, Peter comes aboard, and has
And we
now
can't get
so
rid
you
of him.
figure, and can't get rid of him. Can't get rid of him if
We
if I
tried on the 200th episode.
Right. I think the 200th episode was an attempt to destroy the channel. No. So
I didn't last too long. No, I'm just kidding.
well, you got busy, and that happens, right? You know, life
Yeah.
takes
Work
over.
and all that other
you know.
stuff.
He's busy
Myke
gaming with
eats
the
no
head of
problem.
a
Geeks thinks about
gaming
food. It's a meme for 12 months. So think about this, Peter. You have actually been here, I'm not counting all the streaming, all the extra stuff, the video game awards shows, the E3 shows, all the ancillary non-NLG show streams and videos. 244 episodes of this show you've been on.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So
That is
out of
insane.
300, you haven't been on 56.
Why is everybody trying to see the negative in everything this tonight? Why can't they have some...
I'm sorry, Matt. I have failed.
No,
I have failed this city.
I'm just kidding.
So, but Peter, I could not imagine, you know, where the channel would be today without you. You know, it is a
Could have gone two ways.
well. I'm
For better
pretty
or for
sure
worse,
it'll only
right?
go
You got
one.
that right.
So, and
Okay, man.
so now trying to figure out, because the next one to come aboard was, well, Nate's not here yet. I'm waiting on Nate. And
Yeah, he's
Juan.
trying to get his laptop going.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
Nate. God,
Juan
kidding.
is where I'm trying to figure out next. So I forgot where we met you, Juan. Do you
Twitter, I
remember?
imagine.
It had to have been.
Yeah, I mean, because I wasn't really anywhere. I had been cruising a couple of internet forums, and then when 2013 came about, it was kind of tough anywhere online to be an Xbox fan, an unapologetic Xbox fan, and so Twitter was right and unsettling because you can kind of get away with being, you know, excited about Xbox in 2013 on Twitter, and so that's got to be where we met.
It has to be. So let's see. I'm slowly looking for it. I mean, it wasn't long after Matt came on.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still a good five 5-ish years ago. In fact, it might have been. Let's see. Hang on.
Yeah, because I remember seeing Matsu, Peter, and Juan, and then Nate. But,
No, I'm just teasing you, Nate. As soon as you can make it, you can make it. Let me see. So, Juan, you did get on before. You were here before Nate.
Yes,
You know that. Let's see. It was about episode 65, 66. That's where it was. So that was 5 years ago. So you came aboard, and one of the things that, I mean, it wasn't, so yeah, you were an unapologetic Xbox fan, but you also brought something new and fresh to what we were doing. You know, we always talked about, you know, next level gaming, the next, you know, all the next gen stuff, all the great, but, you know, Chris, Peter, and I all had our roots in older stuff, whether it was, you know, Genesis, Nintendo, Commodore 64, Atari computers, things like that. Yep. And you brought that in as a great, oh, here we are. Episode 68 was your first. Damn it, we couldn't get you in on episode 69 first. Well, damn.
My old place, that's the house I was renting for my sister at the time. I think I got, is that my Steel Battalion controller behind my shoulder?
Yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is. And so,
yeah, I enjoyed doing the retro stuff. That's something
I enjoyed it too.
If the collector market ever kind of settles back down, I might get back into it. But it's kind of tough out there right now if you're not wanting to do repros or anything like that.
I'm sorry I'm not paying attention to the chat. It's and just trying to make my way through the other screen here, but no, you're all good. You're all good, Morphine. It's all good. And what's up, brother Nick? No, Dread, I did not. But I'm trying to find, when did those start? Those started shortly after you came on.
Yeah,
you were doing the.
It was, I think it was for the majority of my run that I was doing it, but.
Yeah, we had made it kind of a neat. It was Juan's retro recommendations, and
something of a weekly section.
Yes, and I actually, let me see.
They were a lot of fun to do, and
oh, here we go. Here we go.
I got to learn a lot from. That was a request. That was actually a Nate request that I play that game.
Oh, Jurassic Park.
Correct. Of course, it was always interesting to me because it was one of the few games outside of Mario Paint that supported the mouse on the Super NES. I think it's arguable whether or not the Super NES version was superior to the Genesis Jurassic Park game at the time, but it had its moment. It was kind of unique in that it had the first-person interior segments that were almost like a Doom or a. It had that type of perspective.
Yeah.
Just in the mouse control.
It was great because the retro recommendations were all through that 8 and 16-bit era, and you know, even I mean, there were things you researched that I didn't even know about half this stuff. and it was such a neat new thing we did. And I always appreciate it. And I actually remastered some of them and put them up as individual videos.
That's cool stuff. I remember thinking that it would be a cool thing to add to the show because I think previous to that we were mostly, talking heads, and I thought it was something that we could get around, something we could put as a center piece while we're speaking or while we're doing our thing. I think that was part of the emphasis for the idea for it was given it that something to talk. Basically, I would have all my information and I'd let the video play and I would talk over it with my notes. But
yes,
that was
it worked.
My idea.
No, and it was a great idea, and one that I always looked forward to them. So
yeah, it was a lot of fun. I mean, I wouldn't. It's something that I wouldn't mind getting back into someday. I've got to work out I still haven't put together my whole retro setup like I had at the time at the old place at the new house. And again, retro. There's that first person that I was talking about. That's so
unique
on Super NES. But
yep.
I think I got as far up as I went basically from. I might have done one thing on Atari, but Atari's kind of tough because the refresh rates don't always translate on the recording that had Elgato. But I think I went as far up as PlayStation, the original PlayStation. I think you had some of those.
I think so. And we created a really neat intro that kind of built every week, but always had the always had that tank controller, the Steel Battalion controller in it.
Yeah, that was I was such a fledgling, and it still am because I carried it on. But I was such a fledgling and trying to edit together these videos and such that my crowning achievement was the one where you're watching gameplay of Steel Battalion, and then it cuts out to watch the controller lights dance on the start of screen and a sequence, and then that's the game.
Yes. And there's Nate
Windows
right under
Movie
you
Maker.
there. The Windows Movie Maker, which I miss, although it was so easy to use.
Yeah, it would.
It did.
But I was always really proud of the stuff I did for the show there. I was happy to have a place to do it, and the people who would come back and for that to watch it, man, I tell you, those people, they're better people than I am. But so I was always happy to try to just put it out there. Just, I don't know. It's such a different industry now than it was then too. Just try to look back at the old stuff.
Yeah,
I've always took
the
that.
first one I ever did was River City Ransom.
Oh yes. Yep. That was your first. It was the first. I do remember that. So now I'm trying to find where Chris came into play. Chris you were a bit more recent to the scene. I'd say within the last 2 years, 3 years?
Maybe 3. I know I was here for the 200.
You were.
That was OD. I would say about 3. Maybe.
Right, so let's see.
But I mean, but before that, I was in chat because I remember, going back when Matt was on and Juan, Marzu, Nate, Peter, and just being there weekly. And Coop was in chat, Weedy, a lot of the same old. And so like me and Weedy and Coop developed a friendship, and we just ended up doing our own little podcast for fun.
WDFC.
Yeah.
I still love that show.
Oh yeah, it was fun. and we had
well when
Daz
when I
on.
yep, when it was important, when I acquired Chris, that I acquired the brand too, and we so and you guys ran WDFC over here for a while. I had always loved that. I wanted you guys to have that spot to do that something different.
Yeah.
Still in mothballs, so whenever you're ready to dig it
waiting
out.
on Coop to come out of retirement.
So you came in. It's looking like you were around the 120th episode ish.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to find your very first one.
Well, even before that, I think you invited me on a couple of times.
Yeah, as a
or
guest.
coming on permanent, but yeah,
You had to have your audition.
Yes, but that's about where it was about the 100 and that between 115 and 120. I'm trying to nail it down now, and it's been great because you also you provided not a much needed. Peter and I were very positive, and but again we were going through a little flux. Modzu had kind of disappeared. We were looking again for a co-host, and no, maybe it's past 120. Hold on. Let's see.
Episode 199.
Because Juan, you were still with us through 130.
Mhm.
So you were
it was
here
somewhere
for,
after that.
I know you were here, Juan, for a couple years.
Yeah, it was a little while. It was a
Yeah.
fun run. I enjoyed it. My inability to play nice with others all the time kind of got in the way towards the end there, but
Well, and
More like they got in the way.
yeah. So, looking back, it was knowing then, if I knew then what I knew now, that wouldn't have happened.
yeah, there's not, and definitely, there's not any kind of hard feelings or anything about anything that occurred with any of that, because so much of it was just what it was. Like not well, it was like you said, if I knew what I knew now, that's all. Everything's
Yeah.
different, right?
No, and but it never it never diminished what you did here, and what you mean to where we are. I mean, you are a big part of this. We always.
I was happy to do my part. I was happy to participate. Part of it too would come down to just I have kind of an oddball schedule in a sense too, which doesn't really help. But I remember I think one of my favorite, like when I think about not necessarily like making content, but or format suggestions and that, but I think one of my favorite things I ever did with the show was meet and bring to the show Mr. Rick Lagisi.
Yes, sir.
The real class act.
Yes, sir.
Still one of my favorite dudes out there, even though we don't talk a whole lot at this point. I'm not his Twitter presence, I think, is a bit diminished at this point. But yeah, really, I always really thought that was one of my best gets for the show, if you will.
No doubt. I talk to him here and there, but he's really so busy with Fextra Life that it's been hard for him to.
Fextra Life was good for him. Bad for
and that's great. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what happened.
It's all right, Maggie.
You'll have that.
All right, man. No. All right, so it looks like episode 127, Chris, was your first official episode, and it happened to be with Rick.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, because around that time he was talking about Kingdom Come, right? Kingdom.
Deliverance, yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So
Great
look how
game.
young you were.
I didn't
Look
have
how
a
young
beard.
Peter and I are too. Look how fat I was then too. Good God, look at my face. My goodness.
Peter hasn't even aged.
No, he's just shifted. He's just shifted camera's perspective in his room.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, Myke lost weight and I found it.
Yeah.
Took it off, I picked it up.
I do not want it back. I'm sorry.
I hear you.
So, from episode 127 to today, has been really the three of us, guys, and we've had,
That's stability there.
yes, and it's been, we have really been through a lot. Scrolling back through here, Juan, us talking to Rick Lagnese, right, and Nick Macon from Making Games. We helped him.
Yep.
We helped him promote a very little known but really good kind of Streets of Rage-ish kind of beat 'em up game called Raging Justice, and
Great game.
great game.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
We
Yeah, and I
talked
got
to them.
to meet Rick at PAX South, and he let me play the game. Well, no, he played the game, and I got to watch him on his laptop.
That's cool.
So,
That's
but
not
still, I
quite
got
you
to
getting to
watch
play
live
it.
gameplay.
You got to meet Rick
Oh.
in person.
Yeah, he was
Right.
a great guy. Yeah, really enjoyed meeting him.
Along the way, we've got to talk to some great people like Chris Charla from ID
Mhm.
Xbox.
Yeah.
Like,
Raph! My boy Raph! So, I got to tell you a quick story. Raphael Nemenzo, he's in our chat. Raph, hell of a guy, was a client of mine for my IT company that I work for. Now works for my IT company. He's a coworker.
Nice.
Nice.
Fantastic guy. Welcome, Raph. Qeorge is in here too. Sorry, Qeorge. I am so sorry that I've missed so many people that have popped in the chat. I see Boogie. I guess we're still waiting on Nate. Jago's here. Qeorge is here. I'm just waiting for Nate to hit me up. And we've had Rick on a few times. Let's see. So we've had Garrett Cooper from the SuPRCooPR Game Company, right?
Yeah.
And I think you got him to come on, Chris. He was making
I met
that.
him at PAX South. His was.
And that was a great interview. Great guy.
Yeah, real nice
Diego,
guy. Yeah.
Yep. Diego
Local.
Almazan from Warp Core Studios came on.
Yeah, another Texas native. He was from Houston. Garrett was Austin. I met both of them at PAX South. Real nice guys.
One of my favorite and most fun interviews, I think. Greg Johnson from Human Nature. Remember the Toe Jam and Earl guy.
Oh yeah, that was great.
He was in
And he was like outside,
Maui.
and, like trying to spot.
Right?
Yes.
He was
trying.
Hawaii.
Yes, Peter. He was trying to. Hold on. There's an ad. Oh, we were monetized back then. By the way, I'm not gonna lie. I actually I get these ads because I actually do use the Dr. Squatch soap. It's.
I love
really
that
good.
stuff.
That stuff is freaking awesome.
Yeah, I'm a big fan
Right
of the
now,
pine tar.
The pine tar, and I've got the current one I'm using is the wood barrel bourbon.
Yep, that one's good too. My wife got me a gift pack, and then I have to make her get more.
That sounds refreshing and delicious.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good stuff.
There was a Star Wars special gift set around Christmas time too.
Yeah.
Night, Jago.
Good night, brother Jago and
Night,
brother
Jago.
Qeorge.
It's almost my bedtime too, guys.
Yeah, I'm about there
Yeah, I
myself, if I'm honest.
You gonna tuck Jago in?
I might have to.
Well, he's squatting on your lawn, sir.
He's in my
Matt, you're
car.
hanging out, right?
He's in my car. And it's getting cold here in Canada.
Yeah.
Oh,
He'll keep you warm. Don't worry.
oh my goodness.
He knows how to polish those floors.
I know. More than that too.
Oh my God. No. But Greg, Greg was trying to he was trying to show us at one point. He's like, we're gonna get a dolphin jumping out of the water at some point.
A dolphin on wheels. Hey, it might be
One of those.
wheels.
I thought it was a dolphin, but he might be. Oh, here he goes. Hold on. He walks over to this beautiful freaking area. Let me see if I. And he's trying to catch some mammal jumping out of the water, and he's just hanging there, just showing us this beautiful area he's in. Like, we stopped talking about Toe Jam and Earl at this point and just started talking about like how beautiful Hawaii was. But what a great guy that was. So that was a fantastic interview. We did so we had Rick on multiple times. We had, I'm just working our way up. We met a really wonderful young lady from Portugal. She's not a developer or anything, but Catarina Ferreira from Xbox PT Dummies. She really has tried to cultivate a kind of the overseas Spanish, Portuguese.
Portugal. She's trying to develop
develop
Xbox community over there.
Yep, and she's just such a sweet girl. She does want to come back.
Yeah, we got to get her on.
She's also a great artist, right, Chris?
She really is.
I have a painting over here. Beautiful
really?
Halo inspired painting.
From her?
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Cause she showed them all back then.
She did.
And I always talk to her on Twitter, and I said, "Hey, let me see your paintings again." And then that one had my eye back then. I said, "Well, how much you want to sell it to me?"
That's cool.
Yeah,
that is cool. We had Ed Annunziata from and who, of course, as you know, is creator of Echo the Dolphin. But the reason I wanted to have him on, and this was when I was getting a little brazen. I was like, you know what? We need to go. We had got Greg Johnson. I can land some other fish. So I found him, reached out to him, and he was like, yeah, let's do it. Right. And see, look, there's the WDFC.
Oh.
There it is, WDFC, and Fat Myke on the left. And we talked about, so I got him on because it wasn't just Echo the Dolphin. There's a Saturn game called Mr. Bones.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he developed that. And that looked pretty cool, yeah. It wasn't a very well-known game because it was kind of one of those, it was kind of full motion video and sprites together because the Saturn could really do that kind of stuff. But it was addicting as all get out. And so Ed came on, and I mean, he was on for 2.5 hours. We had a great time.
Yeah, it was cool.
So, and that led, by the way, to probably what was one of our longest interviews, probably one of our most chaotic nights, but somebody who's become a real dear friend of mine, and just so people know, I talked to him over the week. He's doing okay, but our brother Tommy Tallarico. This was the first time that we had gotten a look at, and I'll let you guys see it again.
How long ago was that? Was that
now,
in 2020?
2020.
Yeah.
Now there's lights that lit up on it. There was a little update that came through that were part of our beta testing, and now the console has lights that light up when you're not playing games. But he introduced us to the Intellivision Amico, which I'm testing so that hopefully Intellivision can get this sucker out the door. Jay, I know you were on one of the times that Tommy had come on to talk. You were in the chat.
Well, he convinced me to order it on the spot.
Yeah, because of the controller. Because you were asking about being able to use it kind of single-handedly, and I remember that. So, Tommy's interview went 4 hours. This was our first ever 4-hour show, and we also had that night we had Thomas Williams on, the PlayStation bra. Thomas, a really good friend, really good guy, great guy. I do catch the broadcast on Anchor, but I do miss talking to him, and I'd love to. I couldn't get him in time, but I'd love to have him on a night just to catch up. And then after that, right after that, 2 weeks later, was the first time we talked to Myke. Myke, Myke was a good friend of ours. He really is. This was, and we had him on. Was it 3 weeks ago? 4 weeks ago? We had him on right before, to talk about Atari 50th. We had Myke is so much like us. Oh God,
Except
this is
100
back.
times cooler than me.
Well, it's 100 times cooler than all of us. Let's be honest. The man has now put out the greatest collections of games ever made.
Yep. Just even this year, the two of them are stellar.
Yes, I mean that Cowabunga collection was just special.
Yeah, Atari 52, man.
Yeah, I just got stuck on the timeline, and I would just walk into it.
Yeah, the presentation I think is just great. I've spent a couple of hours already, and some of the stuff was kind of before I was around. Like my first video games were like Galaga arcade machines, which are a little bit into that timeline. But yes, it's so great. There's a great clip where they're talking to names that loom large in my childhood, Gary Kitchen and oh goodness, the other one, Activision, Pitfall, and why can't I think of his name now?
Oh, David Crane.
Right, yeah, David Crane and Gary Kitchen are being interviewed in a clip on this about whether there was drug use in the Atari headquarters in the 70s, and they're both very serious. David Crane's like, yeah, you'll hear wild stories, all this kind of stuff, but that didn't take place in my office. I can tell you that for sure. It immediately cuts to Al, one of the original Atari programmers from, because David Crane, though they were Activision, they were the big third-party developer for Atari, but they made so much Atari, but the in-house programmer Al was talking about, cuts to him immediately talking about lighting up joints in the office. Marijuana in the office. It's just kind of a clever, humorous clip. But yeah, such a great museum-like presentation.
Yeah, I can't wait to dip into it when it finally hits the VCS.
Yeah, there's like a background music that plays as you go through the whole thing. It's just really well done. It's a great purchase.
Yeah. Oh. All right, Brother Jay, I know it's 11:37 p.m. for you.
That's right.
It's amazingly enough, you are an hour ahead of Eastern Standard Time.
That's right.
Much like Papa Pete. So I know you got to get out of here. I'm really glad that you were able to come and hang out for a bit. And Juan, you too. I know you've got to go.
Yeah, 4:30 comes awfully fast.
You guys, no, I totally understand. And what we'll do is, Matt, you're gonna hang out.
Yeah. I'll be here for a while.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'll reconfigure the screen when they go, but you guys, Juan, you can jump on here anytime.
Just
and
throwing
Jay, you
something out
can
there
too whenever you want.
real quick. Just I've actually gotten back into doing a bi-weekly, occasionally open to the public tabletop thing, like running games of the old tabletop game BattleTech for the public to come and join and such. And so I'm really going to get back into a tabletop swing. And I don't know if that's something that would be interesting for the channel, something we could talk about if you have any interest in it. I might be interested just talking about that type of gaming too, or reviews of games or quick little things about games that we play, like Like last week or 2 sessions ago, we played The Thing, the board game based on the old movie The Thing, and we played the Game of Thrones board game, which is a fantastic. That's a whole other story, that game itself. And so if that's something you'd be interested in, we should talk, because I might think about doing something along those lines.
Okay.
Just to put it out there, because like I said, I'm enjoying getting back into open games for the public to join, and the whole tabletop scene again. And so if that type of game, it would be, if you think there's any interest in that amongst your programming reviewers, that'd be something I might be interested in talking with you about.
Yeah, absolutely. Gaming doesn't have to be video gaming.
It is a special kind of gaming. There's just something about being across the table and the roll of the dice and the whole deal. But that'll be a conversation for another time. Just want to put out that's something that I might be looking at in the future. So
it sounds very interesting.
Well, in the
because
meantime,
I don't know anything about it except that you do it.
Okay.
It's kind of so great. Like just real quick, the Thing board game. I don't know who's a fan of the movie here, but I'm a huge fan of those types of movies, and it's a classic horror movie. And it plays very much like, I think it actually came out before Among Us. So if you played Among Us, it's kind of like that. Someone is the alien, they're like an imposter, and the humans are doing things to maintain the base, to stay alive in this game. But the whole bluffing element and everything is so different when you're at a table.
Okay.
At any rate, I appreciate the invitation, and but definitely, there's if you guys have me back anytime soon, there's so much to talk about right now, isn't there? Like with all the stuff.
There is.
All the free systems,
There is.
Game Pass and everything.
Yeah.
Great time. So
You know the deal. Just say, hey, save me a spot.
Yeah, I'll keep it in mind.
Juan, you don't even have to ask. You just say, hey,
Coming
hit me
on.
up.
Coming on this week.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll try to keep it in mind.
So,
I get forgetful, but yeah, definitely it's something we'll talk about.
all right. Well, it's always great to have you, brother, and thank you for helping to make this channel what it has become. You really, you spent multiple years here, and I'll never be able to thank you enough for all the things you've done.
Oh, it was fun, and I appreciate being a chance to be a part of something. So it's cool like that.
Always, brother.
Yep. Okay.
And Jay,
All right, Juan.
Yes,
Appreciate you,
absolutely.
brother.
and Jay, you did double duty tonight, also having to run your own show. Retro Renegades comes on Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Gamers United Guild. Link is down in the description below. Please go check that out. Subscribe. So you don't even have to ask where to find you, because I just told them.
That's right. Tuesday nights.
Tuesday nights. But where else can they grab you? If they want one of those sweet gamer picks that you make that are unfrickin' believable, where do we go?
Go to xboxgamerpicks.com, brother. I used to have a payment. I used to have a payment form there, but I'm trying to work out the kinks. I changed providers for my website service, and they don't support certain programming languages, so I have to figure out another way to do that. But if you need anything, just contact me through Twitter. I'm graphic_god on Twitter.
Yep. And I just put the link to your to xboxgamerpicks.com in the chat for our great people.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks for everything you do, Graphic God. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Matt. Matt's a frequent flyer. Put it that way.
Well, and again, you say it, you can deny, you can not take credit all you want, but there's a reason, Jay, that you are, there's a reason we have you in the credits. There's a reason that there's a waving avatar of you in our opening and closing video, because I honest to goodness may not be here right now. This channel may not exist if not for you. That's just the way it is.
Still blows my mind when you say that, but listen, I'm glad I was able to keep you guys going.
That
was looking good.
logo
Better.
Yep. that logo design was enough to inspire me to keep this going. And because of you, I got to meet all these other great people. Because of you, I got my brothers here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you've that. That's just, it's just the facts, man.
Well, yeah, I think I can say this for all of us that, you know, we've all been doing this for such a long time, and we've all had our hits and misses. And I'm not going to go into details about that, but at least now we know that, you know, going through those misses has gotten us to where we needed to be. So I guess it wasn't all bad.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
And we've got a bright future ahead, man.
That's right.
Both Retro Renegades and NLG.
That's right. And the Gamers United Guild.
And the Gamers United Guild. And we got so many GUG guys in the chat right now, too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I missed Ever Canadian. Brother Pete's in the house. But look at all these GUG guys in the chat right now. We got Bacon Ice Cream Productions. We've got Geeks with Cash. We've got Doggy Dogs in the house. Axel, I think Axel's here, right? Did I see Axel?
I think so.
Did I miss Axel too?
I did not see
so
Axel.
we got Axel.
Was
we got
he here?
Princess
Did
Zelda.
Did I miss him? But also, there's
I must have missed him too.
Game Studios.
DJC's right. DJC, part of the Gamers United Guild. One awesome guy, man. Really, a guy I've just become such a fan of. Chuck and Spooky, brother Spooky's in the house. Another, one of our newest members, along with his wonderful fiance, sister Trinity. I mean, this is why we're here, is what we do. And this makes my heart happy, right? And it makes it all worth it. And then, like I said, Matt, I haven't seen you in a while. I know you jump into the chats every once in a while, or parties, but to have you on tonight and hanging out with us, man, it's like old times.
Yeah,
Okay,
man.
guys. Have a good one.
All right, good night, brother Jay.
All right, Jay.
Have a good night, Jay.
Appreciate you, man.
Right. Double G. See you later.
All right, let me do this. I might have to let's see how this will work. All right, let me just change over. Don't worry, you're still in the Skype call. I just need to. Which we do. That's why we give away the shirts. There he is. That's why we do what we do. Chuck, have you already played Pac-Man? Did I miss it? So you missed it again. So, but I've really gotten to know DJC. Broke bread with him in Pennsylvania. We're gonna definitely be getting together, soon to hook up again. We're both Amigo testers. Chuck's got a great couple of shows himself. Astro Smashed on Mondays, and Amico Forever on Wednesdays, and he does such fun content and uploads of videos and stuff. I'm just such a fan of DJC. I really am. Big Block says DJC is how I found NLG. Yes, that's right. That's how I met Big Block, and this is what it's all about. Like, everybody in our chat, we've all met through this community in some way, shape, or form, and that's what this is all about. So continuing on our journey down memory lane. Now you can see that a little bit bigger. We had Ricari Austin from, he was at Xbox at the time. I don't know what he's doing now. He's been on. Gotcha. Yeah. So Diego from Warp Core came back a second time. It was. Yes. Yeah. By the way, I hope he's still here. Yeah, I did mention Chris Charla. And by the way, Coop was part of our stream team. No, wait a minute. He's saying he thinks the panel's muted. Oh, you know, hang on. I can fix that. Hold on. I know why that happened. I haven't used the give me 2 seconds here. It's been a while since I've used the 4-person the 4-person screen, and I have to re-add. Thank you for pointing that out, Chuck. All right. Come on. There we go. Okay, they can hear you now. Sorry, guys. Matt? I think Matt rolled. Either that or he...
Well, he froze earlier.
Yeah.
All right. If he hits me back up and says he got dropped or something like that. All right. Well, that's he left us with a great image. I was just thinking that. All right, let me get us back down to here. All right. poor Matt. All right, well, Matt, if you're listening,
I think you can just say rejoin.
Yeah, just rejoin it, and I'll bring him back in. And a guy that was in here earlier, I want to make sure he didn't roll out. I know he was poking a little fun at me eating and Nick eating, and then he said I didn't want to derail the stream. But if you're still, hold on, if you are still here, you can, yeah, please don't worry. You're all good. I can't remember what his. I can't scroll up far enough to get him. But you know, hang out. So let's see. So then from there, we had AJ.
Oh yeah.
AJ Grant Scrutton from Delilah Studios.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a cool dude.
Oh. Yes. Got to talk about Battletoads.
Mm-hmm.
There he is, Morphine Television. Thank you. So no, I wanted to make sure you didn't yeah, I wanted to make sure you didn't roll out.
Yeah, Nate's having technical difficulties.
All right. You know what? We'll get Nate back. We'll get Nate on another night. We'll make sure we hook up with him. So, all right, hang on. Let me get rid of some of these. Get rid of that. Okay. Yeah, this was a great interview, man, with Delilah.
Mm-hmm.
So AJ was such a cool guy, and I mean, Battletoads. This was your stream, by the way, Chris, because you had streamed.
Yeah.
That was a great game,
you had streamed
too.
that.
Yeah.
Oh. It was a great game. I thought it was. Spooky said last week I was an hour early for his own podcast, so he had to sit there twiddling his thumbs for an hour. So, all right, good. Just chilling. Why don't I see you, though? For some reason, I can't see him in my chat, but my chat's been weird for a while. Like I don't think I'm seeing everybody in the chat. So I'm seeing him on the left-hand side. Yeah, I'm definitely missing some messages in the chat, so I apologize.
Try to say welcome to everybody. If I miss you, give a shout. I apologize in advance.
No. So yes, that was a good one. Yeah, we had Tommy on a couple of times. We had And then we had some. We've always had some community guests too. So we've had Mav on, from Xbox Ultimate and all the other. I have it set for live. And all the other people we had Wilmy on, and we're gonna have Wilmy on again. I just need to get with Wilmy on a date. He's been a bit busy and it's hard. I love what Gaming Beyond the Box does. I'm always afraid, not gonna lie, I'm always afraid we're gonna bore the shit out of him.
Yeah,
because Gaming Beyond the Box is a show all its own, and I don't get as much of a chance to watch it as I want to, so I watch it live, or I watch it on replay, during work and stuff. And they're just Wilmy's just so cool, and Bomber and
Leonidas,
Cloud and Dread and the Husk. Those guys are all just crazy funny. So I'm always afraid that he'll come on here and he'll be like, God damn, he's actually talking about video games. I want to talk about this shit.
Oh, he's when I was starting the first topic. Yeah,
right.
It's always a mystery for us too.
It's
always funny when we're on his show. It's like everybody jumps out, and then it's just you and I.
Yes. I know. I still have a couple of those
private.
So, we've had and then this was not an official NLG show, but I did want to shout out this. One of the things I loved about Tommy Tallarico was not so much that he was president of Intellivision. Most people that are kind of younger only know that about him, but older guys like us know that he was really one of the top video game soundtrack designers and artists there are. I mean, really. And so when I got we talked to him about, God, I was fat there. Look at my face. Good Lord. He comes on and talks about Intellivision and video games and stuff like that. And we're like, yeah. It's just another video game show. We're just talking video games with a guy. When I talked to him about music and his musical background and stuff, I fanboyed out. We got done this show and I paced my house for an hour going, holy shit, I just talked to Tommy Tallarico about music. So what a great guy. What a great freaking guy. All right, so
Yeah, that was a fun episode. I'm glad that you were able to do that.
Yeah, I was too. Oops. Back to the list. Oh, the site is still just freaking. I don't know. Sorry guys. It's my CPU is pegging 100%. I don't know why. It never. Of course, then again, I don't do this a whole lot. I don't sit here and scroll through our show playlist a whole lot. Oh, look, there's us. We're in Inception. It's us talking about us.
Yeah.
Talking about us. Let's see. We've had Stubbs on.
Yeah. Earlier we had Tim
we've
Dog.
had Tim Dog on. We've had our brothers at Go Game Go, Stu and Jeff.
Yep.
That's where we learned that we could go an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Without it having a topic. Let's see. Close, damn you, close.
I know you had
We've had Cyrus Martin, my brother Cy.
You had the 187 guys.
We had the 187 guys on. We did Seth and I went out and did the we've had Husk, so we had Husk on.
Yeah.
and then of course we were doing, our streaming chats. So those don't even count as numbered shows. Because I didn't think it was fair for us to call that an episode because we were streaming. But we did a lot of streaming too, and still do. Like last week we did Halo Infinite.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We've had Panda Sub and Geeks on, and 108 Dragons. We've had
That one episode with the Go Game Go guys, Jeff and Stu. I think that was one of
crazy.
my highlight shows. I was in stitches. That was crazy.
They were
crazy.
awesome. Those
That's
are
like-
two great awesome,
Mhm.
great awesome guys. So we haven't had. Oh, and then we had Phil Adam and John Alvarado on from Intellivision.
Yeah.
That was recently. Oh, and of course there was the Go Game Go NLG Rocket
Oh, the
Rocket
League,
League
yeah,
night,
that was awesome too.
where we got our asses kicked by more or less Stu and Papa Pete.
And the only way for
with-
us to win
with
was
some
to
Jeff
join
in
their
there.
team.
Yes. This was a fun this was a fun night. A really fun night. And I think the highlight of it was Papa Pete getting drunk and then trash talking us in French because he's French Canadian and just trash talking us in French. That was humiliating, but but this was just a fun night. Nate, come on with us next week, brother, because we will also talk about the video game awards and stuff. I think that deserves its own show. So why don't you come on with us next week? Because I feel bad that you didn't make it on tonight, and you also, I mean, Nate was on for a couple years too.
Mhm.
Nate's very much as much a part of this as anybody. It's all right, brother. I knew you were out of town. I knew it was I knew it was a 50-50 shot. If you could make it, great. If not, we'll get you. Let's do it next week. But yeah, I mean, Nate brought some great perspective to, to what we were gaming and talking about, because he likes a lot of what we play.
Yeah.
So so let's see where else.
He was also real good about remember he talked about the movie, whatever movie he was watching that week.
Oh
He
yeah.
did a lot of movies and give his insight on that.
Yep. So Cerebral Paul, Gaz has been on here. So I definitely want to. Oh, and Myke came back to talk Atari 50th.
Yeah.
And I know he'll be back soon. He wants to come back on again, and and so here we are. So Peter, for you, your favorite was the Go Game Go episode. Or one of
That
your
was the
favorites, but-
funniest one. The other one that I had a lot of fun with was the when we talked about the Last of Us 2 with Frankie. But we would try to not spoil it, but still make it interesting.
Right.
That was a good one.
Where we were trying to talk about it without talking about it.
Yeah.
That was funny.
That's funny.
That was a good episode.
But yeah, like all the
What
streams
about
that
you?
we've done together and stuff. So many great moments. It's hilarious.
Oh, the Gears of War Hive Busters stream.
That was a great one. Enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was. Us doing Fall Guys was a lot
Fall
of
Guys
fun.
was good.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
That
Our
night we
Halo
tried to play
Adventures
Gang
with,
Beasts.
with BACk.
Yep.
Yes. Right after we got smoked in that tournament.
Yeah.
And then we just were like, you know what? Screw it. Let's go play Halo 4.
And
had
I
a good
started
time.
Halo Infinite, so we need to finish the fight.
On Shredder's
Again,
Revenge.
yes.
We had a bunch of us.
Yes. Dredd says who's the longest guest show? That would be Dreadpool and Pong Soul
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
was our longest show.
that's a good one too.
We'd have gone 5 hours if I had to said, all right, I think it's time.
I had to leave on that one at some point.
I think so.
Yeah.
You were like falling asleep,
No,
and
what-
you were just like cut out. What about you, Chris? What some of your?
I really enjoyed
Favorites.
when Tommy was on. And it was always interesting, just his energy that he brought, and interesting in what he was going to say, what he was going to, breaking news, And it's weird how I would miss out on a couple of big interviews, like what's the name that he was in Hawaii.
Oh yeah, for Greg Johnson.
But this last time when we had Myke on, I really did enjoy that because I wasn't there the first time.
Oh
You
yeah,
were not.
yeah. Both those Myke shows were great. He's such a great guest, also because he's a big Commodore 64 fan.
Uh-huh.
That always helps.
Ah, Brother Monkey Punch. Brother Monkey Punch is in the house.
Yo, Monkey Punch.
Yeah, but he's also so much like us.
Yeah.
And that,
Yeah.
uh,
But ever since we had Tommy on that first time, and Miko was introduced, really enjoyed a lot of the people we met from it then on, especially those through the Miko. And now we've had some of them join us on the Gamers United Guild. And
yes.
I really look forward to, like on Mondays, I have my deal set notification. So I really enjoy when I like on Monday and like, Actor Smash Mondays, and then later on that night when you guys, Retro Roots, and just seeing that stuff, from, and then of course that's on Tuesday and Retro Renegades, and then Wednesday. And I apologize to Spooky. He's tried to get me on his show the last 2 weeks. And just sometimes it's hard for me on a Wednesday because, after our podcast on Tuesday, it's like, well, the next day kind of have to, pay attention to the family, the next day. So,
Yep.
Yeah, but I told him I will, as soon as I get some time, I will jump in on with him. But,
Yeah, I need to do that too. As soon as I can talk about, because I know he wants to talk Amico too, and he's very interested in it, and I can't talk about it yet. So as soon as I can.
Yeah.
And we did have Retro Rich Bacon Ice Cream Productions on. We had him on.
Yeah.
Right before a weekend, the week before Amico Fest. So I thought we had him on. We did.
Also, one of my favorite things that we do is when we do our live reaction stuff. We've had Niall on a couple times when we had the live reaction on the PlayStation, the E3 stuff, Xbox. Really do enjoy when we can do that. Just to get the
too.
Game Awards, just to get our different reactions that we, during that moment, something's revealed. I know one of the Game Awards shows when they revealed Perfect Dark, and that was big for us.
Yes.
So
that was where we had a cardboard cutout Peter for that segment because he was running late getting on.
Yeah. So I really love those enjoyment moments that we can have together.
I do too, and this was the 2021 Xbox Bethesda conference.
Yeah.
I think is that Redfall? No.
Huh?
No, this is what game is this?
Stalker?
Stalker too.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So, and Back from the Dead was on this episode with us.
Yeah,
And I like that too. I like when we're able to have other, some of our friends in the community come and do it with us.
Yeah, yeah.
I know Mav was on for the video game awards. I remember that. We've I know we've had Niall, and I like that stuff too. I always have. I love when we can get people. I'd like to get back to getting more of the developers and publishers on.
Yeah.
I like that. Oh, we were just talking about you, Jeff. We were just talking about how you guys kicked our ass in Rocket League. So.
When we get a little chance, I want to do a wheel spin.
Oh, absolutely.
I've been making sure I'm up to date on that. So I want to do, especially since this is a big night, I want to do 4 wheel spins, 2 gift cards, and 2 NLG apparel, shirts, hat, mug, or whatever, giveaways for the members. So the members will be on all 4, and everybody else will have a chance to win the gift card.
All right.
They win those. So,
well, why don't we do a couple of them now, since we've got the most everybody is here.
Yeah.
How did we do this last time?
I shared my screen. Let me.
Okay. Let me see. And I think what I did was did I put you up here? I think I did. But that says Chris's camera. That's not Chris.
HDK times 2.
Woo. Woo.
There we go.
There he is.
All right. See if this works again.
Let me share screen.
All right. I see. All right. Hold on. I see. They don't see it. Let me do it this way. Let me.
Yeah. Trying to remember how. You do figure it out. You end up.
All right, we'll do it this way.
All right. All set?
I think so. So this is for. Good God, look at all those names.
I know. I hope I have everybody here. I've been going through, trying to make sure, like, as I see people pop in and throwing everybody in there. So we got members and non-members, and it all doesn't matter. We're all everybody's friends, everybody's family. The first giveaway, we're gonna do let's do a member one. So if you're a member, if not, I'll spin it again for the first one. Why is this popping up?
All right.
Ready? Nice.
I believe we're ready.
All right, here we go. Here goes the spin. Good luck.
Here we go.
Yo.
Back from the dead.
From the dead.
Rigged. It's rigged.
It's rigged.
Rigged again.
Remember the first time Back won something from us? He was on the show
Yeah.
at the time.
Yeah.
Wait, I won?
No, you're not Back
Not
from
yet,
the dead. Not yet, but you're in there. You're in the running. All right.
To sweeten the deal, I'm going
Congratulations,
to add a code in the chat for Battletoads early unlock. on Xbox.
Mm.
Whoop! There we go.
Alright.
Woo! Holy cow! Go get it. Hey, what's up, Canadian? CG says I just beat God of War 3. Nice.
Let me see. I might have a Steam
know
code
you've been-
too.
Oh,
I'll put it in too. Let me make sure it still works. So
Oh yeah.
make sure it still works.
otherwise, it will be kind of sad. You won a used code.
All right. Well,
Alright, so
congratulations
back one then.
back.
And he's a member.
And let us know if you got the code. Let us know if you retrieve the code for Battletoads.
Here's the code Battletoads for Steam.
Ah.
Nice.
Apparently, the codes still work, which is always nice.
Okay. Such a nice.
I remember Steam back when I used to play Counter-Strike Source.
Steam for the sweaty matches.
Counter-Strike. All right. So what do we got next there?
All right, the next wheel spin is for everybody. Everybody has a chance, and it's going to be for a gift card.
All right. You want to take Back's name out? You just can't let him win twice. It's only fair. There he is.
Oh my goodness, he won again. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, here we go. This would be for a $20 gift card. We're gonna do two $20 gift cards, and then the other two, for, like I said, NOG shirts, hats, whatever. So, all right, here. This is for everybody. Gift card of your choice. Here goes the spin. Good luck.
Good luck.
Does this thing make sound? Because I don't hear it.
Dun, dun, dun,
Yo.
Luke!
Awakening.
dun. Luke!
I think this is the first time he's won.
I think it is.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't.
He might not be in the
Yeah.
chat right now. Ah, Big Block got the Battletoads code. And he
Nice.
just got his Xbox Series
Oh,
X,
awesome.
too.
Nice.
That is fan-freaking-tastic.
out.
Oh,
Good deal.
awesome. Awesome. All right, Luke might not be
He may-
in the chat at the moment
yeah,
because
but,
he gets
is
up
on
early
Twitter,
too.
and,
So
and we can hit him
Yep.
up. Well, yeah.
all right, you want to do the other two now?
Yeah, why not?
Or-
Before it gets too late.
All right.
Gonna take out
Yeah.
Luke? No.
All right, so Big Block and Luke.
Yeah.
All right.
Right there.
All right. No, leave Big Block in.
Oh
Luke
yeah,
got the
not Big
code
Block.
for
I'm back. I'm
Yeah.
at one. But,
yeah.
all right.
All right. So you're writing
right,
this down
Vanna.
too, right?
Spin the wheel.
Am I writing it down? Sure.
How you gonna remember?
I'll remember. I know back and Luke. So. All right.
All right.
Next one we're gonna do it. Let's do another gift card.
Okay.
Another $20 gift card of choice. So here we go. Good luck.
Luck.
Spin. Scepter.
Scepter. Oh, Scepter, is he still in here? Scepter.
Saw him earlier.
I did too. Congratulations, Scepter.
Nice.
All right.
And I believe I have him on
winner
Twitter
is-
too.
If not, I do.
Yeah. That's Back and Luke and Scepter. All right, so now
Worst
it's-
case scenario, it's you can always worst case scenario, you can always listen to this back.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't. seem to
Except it
find
will
that.
say HTK each time. Such nice.
Right. Congratulations, HTK.
Sir, you've already won
You
the
have won
NOG
a-
gift card before. All right, so this is for a member. So this is for, NOG underwear, socks, shirts, hat. So here we go. Another spin. Good luck. Spin.
And the
And if
winner,
it's not a member, we'll
winner
have to
is
spin again.
Monkey Punch.
Monkey Punch a member?
He is not a member.
All right. Sorry, Monkey Punch. Spin again.
Jeff is not a member.
Sorry, Jeff Rowe.
Jeff is a member.
All right. So,
Can you go to over?
Matt, you're not a member though either.
I know.
it's all good. We had 4 giveaways, 2 gift cards for everybody, and 2 member spins. Giveaways.
When I win, I lose.
So yeah, and I appreciate everybody, that joins us every week, especially for this 300th episode.
I need to get
I will
myself-
be getting with the winners here to get y'all's info, and as far as for the members on that, and then the gift cards.
I need to get some NLG stuff, man.
Yeah, just I'll hit you up on Twitter if you need help finding where that stuff is at.
Yeah. Oh,
Is it
there's
in
2
our,
Chris's on screen?
Description.
Hang on.
The show.
Yes, actually it is. That is, you are correct, sir. Oh, wait a minute.
2 Chris's.
Oh, now there's. Now, you guys have Freaky Friday'd me. Hang on.
Ooh.
Freaky Friday.
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
There we go.
Scepter
All right.
and Luke.
Well, congratulations to everyone who won. And of course, so here's the thing we don't do. You got to come and be part of our, come be part of our community. Come be part of our chat. Come be part of our, we don't advertise that we do giveaways on the show so that people will come in and sub and stuff like that and chat.
Right.
We want you to be part of the community. So, if you're here, we do these, that's why we don't do it to try to generate traffic.
Yeah, we did that a couple times. It wasn't really worth it because I felt like
that's not.
We gave away something to somebody that just came in to win something, and then they're gone right after that.
And then they're gone. So we're much happier. Just we're much happier that we can do giveaways to you guys that are our stalwart, every week folks in the chat that again, you're not our viewers, you're not our fans, you're not our you're our family, and that's how we that's how we are.
And we definitely don't play favorites.
No, we do not.
So you're not the only one. Sorry, Monkey Punch. I feel bad. It's like
I know.
when I win, I lose. Sorry. Sorry, brother.
See, you gave them false
Maybe
hope.
I should separate and put 2 wheel spins so that no one's false. No, but no, I mean, we kind of slacking. We try to do this once a month, do giveaways once a month. So,
Cool.
But really appreciate it. Though.
Quick shout out to
very much so.
Axel.
Axel is.
He's a member for 18 months. My full name is Axel13, Community 24 Gaming.
It's not Axel 1234 Gaming.
Yeah.
And welcome Rico Solo. He says aloha from Maui.
My favorite vacation spot.
So Rico Solo is my
Wow.
buddy that I grew up with.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Finally
Rico.
got in touch again. We played some grounded the other week. Got in party chat and just caught up on, and he's the buddy I told y'all so if I wanted to play when I first played the Sega Master System, and other things that he had, I went to his house. So I got to experience all these other platforms and other gaming stuff. And, we talked about that too. So it's a good dude, real good dude. He's one of us. He's an old school gamer. And yeah, and we'd love to get him on here one day.
Nice. All right. So, Matt, I asked Peter, asked Chris, give us a couple of your NLG show memories. And like I do remember when you asked if you could come on, and I know we're teasing you, but the 2-liter became your staple, right? Like people asked about that. Where's Matt's 2-liter? Where's Matt's 2-liter? Like it became a thing. Why am I talking to Matt? Matt's not on here anymore.
I don't know. I thought he came back, but
I thought he did too, but I hit the wrong thing. So
he'll be back. He went to go get 2-liter.
Yeah. Go ahead and unshare your screen.
Oh, sorry.
Oh man. Let's see. Big Block. He said, "Thanks again for the Battletoads code. I was playing Forza, which I wouldn't have an Xbox without NLG, so I could be fast on the code." That's how he did it. He was nice. But thank you, man. That. Wait, I see a Matt. Matt, are you there? I don't know what happened to Matt.
No, I don't know. He's in and out, sir. He'll be back.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Who knows?
Matt broke the internet again. And we'll
I
definitely
don't have
get
any
Matt
contact
back
view.
on too.
This whole thing is messed up, I think. I'll go to speak of you.
Yeah, unfortunately. And
yeah, I was gonna say that. Coop. He said Phil called. He had to go.
right. Matt used to tell us how Phil Spencer, he'd go in and hang out with Phil Spencer.
No, it's only clowns that's like, okay, need to go. It's like, great. Now you're in a different party with Phil Spencer. I'm sitting here all by myself.
Right. You got to go. You couldn't say, hey,
let's.
Hey, Peter.
Yeah.
Hey, Peter. You mind if I bring Phil into
Spencer.
our party?
I mean, the Phil Spencer.
Hey. Yeah, Phil's inviting me to a party. Why don't I invite him to our party? That's what clowns should be doing. So that's all right. So, man, it's amazing. I was telling my wife tonight, I'm like, we're doing our 300th episode. And she said, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yeah." I said, "We've been on, the channel's been around for 8 years." It's like, wow. I started this around the time Spencer was born.
Wow.
You know what my wife said?
Crazy.
When I said, "Hey, it's our 300th anniversary."
Good night.
He said,
I said,
"Oh, you remember
right,
that anniversary?"
It's like, oh snap! Yeah. It's like, all right.
Caitlin, Sister Caitlin's in the house. De Niro said that's the real reason Myke got into shape was for the 300th episode.
Gotta have motivation.
Yeah, but at least our families got to meet, Peter.
Yes,
that's been a great. And that's the other thing too, is that getting to know you guys, getting to talk to you outside of this every week, and very soon, Chris, the three of us are gonna meet up together and
Yep.
fully break bread. It's gonna and that's gonna be a wonderful thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's not make that our 400th episode. We're gonna do that before that.
No, not at all. But it's the.
But just do streaming chats from now on. So we know we are.
Oh. Big Lock says, come to think of it, I'm not sure I would have a VCS without NLG. You're starting to cost me a lot of money.
Yeah. That's what this community does. I can't tell you.
Oh.
It's like when, Bacon Ice Cream, his show on the Evercade stuff and kept seeing that. It's like,
I'm telling you.
All right.
Big Block, look at the lights, Big Block. Look at the lights.
Yeah.
Ooh, lights. Lights pretty. It's now like
Red
a
Ring of
spaceship.
Dead. Right there.
Don't say that. Don't listen. Don't
it.
listen to Peter. It'll be okay.
It'll be okay. It's all right.
Now it looks like it's. If I take the controller off, it kind of looks like a spaceship now. looks like a Battlestar Galactica style spaceship. Not like the triangle. Yeah, but more like a square version of the Cylons.
Yeah.
Maybe if you put it on the floor, it will vacuum a little too.
Oh, that is funny. All right, he said I already had a Founders and VIP order for Amico, so I can't blame you on that one. So, Sister Caitlin, how you doing this week? Hope you're doing well. So, now we head towards episode 301 and we get back to it. We'll have Nate on next week. We'll talk about the video game awards and digest the nonsense that is. And start getting into. I do want to start going after some new developer interviews. Maybe get Rick back on.
Yeah.
I gotta get a hold of brother Rick, and see if we can get him on for another evening.
Nate wants Jeff Keighley on.
Ah, yes, we'll have him on. We'll have them both on at the same time. I do have some things lined up. Oh no, Nate, we would have you on, and then we would bring him on as a surprise.
Yeah.
I do have some things lined up that as soon as some other things fall into place, I do have some interviews coming. So, we just, of course, need to get a little farther down the line and then start talking to some people about some games.
Yeah.
But I want to get back to that. I want to, I want to see who's out there we can talk to. Chris, go get Phil.
Sure, I'll try.
Tell Mr. Spencer we'd like to talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe Aaron Greenberg will be an easier get.
I think so.
Probably not even
look.
him. I think we probably have a better chance of getting Charlie back on.
That's
we get a low level.
Which,
we get a low level person.
Yeah, which I wouldn't mind getting him back on. Really, I mean that Game Pass and a lot of the indie games. I think Somerville came out today. I really want to check that one out.
Yeah, and Return to Monkey Island came out. What's that other game called? Name Escape. Pentiment just came out.
Yeah,
Pentiment.
yeah.
Check
Spooky
that
said
out.
he really liked that. Yeah.
I mean, there's
Some
still
good
some great
stuff.
stuff out there. Game Pass. So, remember how I was joking when you said, I said, all right, I beat Trek to Yomi, which I finally got through Trek to Yomi, and you said, all right, Mike, what's next? And I said, Death's Door, ha ha ha.
Yeah.
All right, I'm playing Destiny.
I am
got-
stuck on the frog.
I've not gotten to the frog.
Well, when you get there, I kept over and over and over, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna take a break, go to something else, and I haven't gone back to it. So at some point,
I just finished Ceramic Mansion.
Okay.
So,
I'm still playing God of War
back.
Ragnarok. That game is.
So how? All right. So how are you enjoying it now?
Better. I got frustrated after the first 3-4 hours, whatever I played when I streamed.
Yeah.
Like the controls didn't seem to be too tight. That was, my brain runs at 1,000,000 miles an hour. So if I don't feel like when I press it and have immediate response, that throws me off. And but yeah, so I think the day after I picked it back up, and I really started enjoying myself more, enjoying the story, and especially the banter, between that had the son, Kratos and the other characters. It's to me that's the fun part of this whole game. Is just a little dialogue there, the banter going on, and like when Atreus says like something like I think I'm but how did he phrase that? It was something about his beard, and it was like, I think my beard is growing, and just how Kratos reacts, and he say like, oh yeah, look, check it out. And it's like, I don't know, it's just him growing up, and he has things like that, and it's just funny. And he had the dwarves again. Hey, Maggie.
I'm sorry, I'm having really bad problems with my connection right now. I think I might have to go, but
okay.
I appreciate you guys inviting me, and I'm so glad you guys got to 300.
Yeah, thank you, Matt.
Thank you. Thanks for being on.
Matt. Turn your phone sideways again, real quick.
Your family, sir. So.
That way we get you in the right. There we go. No, man, thank you. And so real quick, while your connection still works, give us do you have a favorite episode you remember?
Man, anytime I was able to come on here was a great time. I mean, back then I was a little shy, I was kind of new, and I didn't really talk too much and stuff like that. And now I just feel like I've grown into a more talkative person than I was back then. Not that I'm not, but
yeah, I mean, we've all grown since then, and a lot of that's credit to Myke, just keep,
all of
co-hosting, yeah, but really appreciate you, man.
Yeah,
we do.
I want to thank everyone, like all the viewers. I want to thank you guys, for especially Myke, for bringing me on here, and being able to be on 300, and I'll definitely be on 400.
Matt,
what
are you gaming right now? What are you playing?
I'm juggling between Modern Warfare 2 and Overwatch 2.
Okay. Nice.
And yeah, I mean, I was really into Elden Ring for a long time. I really hope that wins Game of the Year, but
that's your pick right now so far?
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, I mean, just have fun gaming, guys.
Yes, sir. That's what we're here for.
And definitely, if I see you guys on, I always try to join in, say, hey, what's up?
Hey, always welcome.
You do.
Yep.
Yeah, and we'll have you.
Oh.
We'll have you back here. I think we lost him
Yeah, I
again.
think
Yeah.
his connection
No,
croaked.
I'm here.
I can
I'm
still
here.
hear him.
Oh, you still there, Matt?
Yep.
Okay. No, we'll definitely have. I mean, we will definitely have you on again before the 400th episode. You know, come on and hang out with us whenever you want. You know that. You're always welcome here.
Yeah, buddy.
So.
Hey, Matt, Coop says you were too busy milking that 2-liter.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. I just I don't want to be on camera while I'm chugging a 2-liter bottle of Pepsi. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have a 2-liter bottle of Pepsi.
No worries.
All right, you guys.
All right, Matt.
It's been
All right.
nice. I wish my camera was messing up, or else I'd hang out for longer. But I'll be on Xbox as always. If the viewers want to add me, my gamer tag is Matt Space J. There is just Matt Space J. And whenever you guys want to game with me, perfectly fine with me.
All right.
Sounds good. We'll be playing some Modern Warfare 2 soon.
There
And
you
my
go.
Twitter is at MatthewJones215. So if you guys want to add me on Twitter, at MatthewJones215. All right, guys. You have a great night.
Yep, I
All
got
right,
you
Matt.
here in
All
the
right.
chat.
You have a good night, man.
All right, brother.
Mad you out.
Mad you out.
Matt Jones, a.k.a. Matcha.
Mad you. All right, man.
Good night, brother. He's just a good guy.
Yes.
He's just a good guy.
Mhm.
No.
But what's
And,
did you talk about your favorite episode, Myke?
I've got so many.
Episode 301.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, that 4 hours with Tommy originally
Yeah.
was just nuts.
You were just all geeking out. That was great.
All geeking out. Anytime we had Rick on,
Mhm.
you know what else one of my favorites was? The night we had Gaz. I know you weren't on for this one either, Chris, but the night we had Gaz on from Game On Daily.
Yeah.
That was a good one too.
Yeah.
Not only was it, I just remember in that episode, we spent the last hour of the show talking so seriously about religion. I'm Jewish, because I'm Jewish. He's Muslim. And it was an amazing discussion that the three of us had. You, me, and Gaz, Peter. And I really enjoyed that.
What's that Monty Python joke? Jews and the
Which one?
Muslims handle things in a Christian manner.
Right. Oh man. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that was a cool.
Yeah.
He's a trip. I do try to catch some of his stuff, and I see his stuff on Twitter. That dude's got a lot of
his
energy.
sauce videos are hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Saucy.
I'd say that Greg Johnson video interview
That was good too.
stands too. I mean, Toe Jam and Earl was one of my favorites.
Mm. I think
Yeah.
that, and when you were doing the interview, you had an R game playing that, right? Because I know me and you played a little bit of that.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. Oh. Yeah, so I'd say those are my favorites. And of course, I do love our streams.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I love when we get together and just play and game and have a good time. And it's like some of the organic conversation we have. So I always tout in our opening, in our trailer, in our video trailer for the channel, which I do need to update for 2023 because it's going to be 2 years old, was that scene from Hive Busters where we kick in this door and Peter just says, "Honey, I'm home," or "Honey, we're home," and it was just like perfect. And then we walk in, we see this giant tree in the middle of the room, and Chris, you just say, "Oh, so now we're gonna have to fight a tree." I'm like, that's and that had to go in the trailer, right? That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then when we were talking, even on the shows where we were talking about God of War, and I'm like, or Gears of War, and I'm like, if you guys want me to play multiplayer, I'm not gonna not play. And Peter goes, "Well, you're gonna be mad about it, but then you're gonna come play." And I'm like, there's just little things like that that just those are the things those are really the overall things that I love. The chemistry that the three of us have developed over the last 3 to 6 years has really made us who we are. We take this show and we don't always agree on things. We've had some great debates on here.
Yeah.
And we've had some fun arguments, but
you got butthurt,
at the same no. And then we get done and we're like, "Damn, that was a great show."
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's because that's how we are. We're family. And that's I think what my overall favorite thing is. Maybe every show that the three of us do is my favorite show because we just
we don't have bad shows.
Nah, it's been real
it's always
fun.
like good stuff.
No.
Yeah, we're consistent.
Yeah.
Like you said, we're just organic. We just wing it, and I love that we include our friends in chat, in our conversations. So they are basically the chat is the fourth member of the panel, and
yes,
they just I just enjoy it. A lot of our same friends that are here weekly, and I think it's amazing that we, ever since we were able to have super chats and stuff like that, memberships, how many people jumped in and joined the membership, and it's just cool, the support. And then we're able to provide that too with our guild members and so on, because it's cool to see people in the chat saying, "Yeah, I look forward to this every week," or this, they've had a stressful week and they just enjoy just coming in here and listening to the show, kind of wind down for them. People can have some peaceful conversations in chat, and they don't have to agree with each other, but we don't have any toxicity in the chat. And maybe now it helps too, like it's subscription only, but for the most part, it's been a great year, and great past 100 episodes since our last 200. So we've grown a lot, right? We come down to us three since that 200 episode, and since then we've grown a lot. From as far as our friendship, our chemistry, our chat, our members, our subs and views. It's just, I love it. A lot of times, we all work hard, and I come home and I'm tired. And sometimes I want to stop and take a nap. That's one reason why I'm always late, because sometimes I'll take a little too long of a nap. So here I come jumping in. But once I get in and we get going, I get a second win, and sometimes I feel I can go break that record of over 4 hours, but no chance in that. I'll just end up saying, I gotta go, type in the dough.
Yeah.
But no, man, I love you guys. I can't say enough how much I appreciate y'all, and I really can't wait to meet y'all in person. So hopefully soon.
Hopefully soon. One of these days.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen. It's very much going to happen. So, and to your point, Chris, we also want to be that place for people. And Marceau says this group of people in this chat is the reason why I'm here. And that's what we want too. We want you guys to be part of this. De Niro says a live all 3 show would be so dope. That will happen.
Well,
that's
going to
happen when we do it live, like Iron Lords just did.
Together, yeah, we'll definitely have a live show that week.
And I never take for granted anybody who we get people that say, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry that I didn't get to watch the show this week. I'm so sorry I missed it." And it's you catch it later. Some people are like, I got to catch it, on the replay. That's okay. I never, and I knew the 3 of us, we never take for granted anybody who spends a minute, and I'm always humbled by who is with us, folks that are at work, that listen to us at work, like Dread and Infinite. Spooky's 12 hours ahead of us. It's almost noon for him.
Yeah.
And he's hanging out with us. We had, Nile pops in, and it's like 3 a.m. for him.
Mm-hmm.
At some point when we go late, Parent Pluck shows up. It amazes me how wonderful and diverse our chat is. Oh.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also what you see is here is what you get, in real life. Like, Myke is the same on the show as he is in real life, and Chris will be the same thing. Once we meet, will be the same.
Yeah,
And
that's the thing. We've been consistent, and that's what I appreciate you, Myke. That ever since I found this show, and I was there in chat, and I've always felt like you guys provided a home, just down to earth people, and just everybody expressing their own opinion, and I enjoyed it. Then when I was in chat, and just as much now as being on the panel. So
yeah. And that's how, that's it. I always say, no matter what my week looks like, I always know I got you 2 guys Tuesday night. No matter what we do the rest of the week, this is our time. And I'm grateful for that. I really am. So. De Niro says, I always forget the thumbs down the show.
Just make sure you hit it twice.
Yeah. All right, so we can actually kind of cut out a little early tonight. We don't have to go 12:30.
All right, what's the next topic?
So I say we say it because we could get into the Game Awards and be here another 2 hours. I say we save that. We'll save that next week for Nate, because I do feel bad Nate wasn't able to join us. So we'll get him next week and he'd come talk some video game awards with us and some other stuff. Coop, we got to get Coop on here.
Yes.
Coop, so let's not.
I know.
Coop is part of our. He's part of that video, our trailer too, because Coop used to stream for us.
Yeah.
And he's done some great streams for us. He was the first one to do a you and I think it was you and Coop did the first Fall Guys stream, Chris, because that's both of your voices in there.
Yeah, was it me, Coop, Peter? You weren't in that on that one?
Yeah,
that
I think
first
so
one?
too,
Yeah.
right? Because we did.
We were on
you,
PC.
I don't know if you
Yeah.
were. I don't know if you were in that. You weren't in that clip, but it was.
Oh.
It was because it's because I wanted Coop's voice in it. And so Coop's put content on here too, which is fine, you know, and I appreciate that too. So you gotta get Coop on here, one night too, Coop, when you're available. So, but I think we can cut out a little early tonight. I think we've.
Ah, this was good. It was, yeah, no, solid. You know, we had some buddies on.
Yeah.
Alumni. And it was just good having all of them on there and catching up, getting their thought, you know, their memories of the show. So it was cool, you know, while you were talking to them and going back to look when, you know, we were our first time on the show. And a little rundown, you know.
Yeah. No worries, Morphine Television. We're getting out of here anyway. You're very welcome, and glad you're here with us. You know, just hopefully a nice place to come hang out and talk some games. De Niro, I should have created a special 300 show graphic for you guys. Nah, you know what? You know, and I said it earlier in the show. You know, your thumbprint is also on our channel. I mean, you see it right here in the middle of the screen. You see it at the end of our closing video. You know, this is our when you watch a video on our channel and you see the lapel at the lower right corner, that's, you know, that's you, De Niro. You've put a you know, so you're like I said, your thumbprint's on here as well. So, and we always appreciate that. So, all right. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and get us out of here. Thank you guys all. The Sharknado inspired one took me back, indeed. So, yes, Big Block said congrats on 300 again on 300. One of my highlights is where I snuck into a Fall Guys session. That's right. So, and now that you've got Xbox Live, you could sneak into a whole bunch of other sessions. Or when you see us in party,
yeah, parties are always open.
Always open. Come on in. Always open. So, all right. So thank you guys. Love you too, Coop.
Yeah, Coop.
Love you too, brother. And Dread, thank you, dude. Love you, brother, too. And I am going to. Maybe on Thursday. I think Thursday I'm going to do that Saturn stream and stream those import games.
Nice.
Nice.
Yep. So don't forget rest of our Gamers United Guild folks down in the description below. A whole week's worth of shows till we come back next Tuesday night. Man, thank you, boys. This is. Love you guys. You guys are awesome, and my true family. You know, and we would. I don't know where this channel would be without you guys. It would be at the bottom of the ocean. So, so here's to.
That was deep, sir. That was deep.
Yeah.
Here's the 300 more, boys.
300 more.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Oh, good night, everybody. It's a great show, guys, and not just because I won something. No. Might have to put a moratorium on you back. This is like the second. This is definitely the second, possibly the third time you've won something.
He's gonna have a whole outfit of NLG gear.
That's true. Yeah, we're gonna have to have NLG pants and
Yeah.
Some boxes.
So. Oh. All right, everyone. Good night. Have a great rest of your week. Pick up a controller. Get some gaming in. We will see you very soon. Play on, gamers.
Game on, guys.
Adios, gamers. 300th episode.